Hello my loyal companions, welcome back to the channel. As the roguebowl tournament is coming up this Saturday, make sure you register for that. I wanted to give you a little bit of an insight into how I'm preparing and how I'm playing for these competitive matches. You'll see a lot of full gameplays and tournament practice over on my Twitch. I do stream every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday, so go follow me over there. But I thought I'd make a video here for you today showing you why I'm playing Vi in most of my competitive matches. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, but for now, let's get into it. Okay, so I wouldn't class myself as a Vi main. I wouldn't really class myself as a main of anything in this game. I like to be an adaptable player and be able to shift as different tweaks are made and different balances changes, and also how the meta changes throughout the game. That being said though, in the current state of the game and in the team that I'm playing with, the best rogue for me currently on attack and defense, with some exceptions depending on the map, is Vi. And I wanted to give you a bit of an overview of why I'm playing Vi, why I think she's so effective, and some little tips of how I play her for these competitive matches. So what makes Vi so strong? Well, if you know anything about the tips I give in this channel, you'll know that she offers a lot of utility, and I love utility in this game. Her ability gives her fantastic zone control, and she's able to hold down positions, stop hard enemy breaches, and really disrupt the enemy. She also, with her passive and her ability mixed together, gets essentially free armor, free additional 25 health from the enemies if you're effective every single round without having to buy the 10,000 perk. Not to mention, you also reduce the maximum health of your enemies permanently throughout the round, so that can be really effective. Even if you die, as long as you get your poison down and tick them down a massive chunk, you've still given a massive advantage to your team permanently. If you have a look at my stats, you see I have quite a lot of time played with her, but not a lot of comparative damage and kills compared to, say, Lancer. The reason for this is it's not Vi's job to be dealing the massive damage, it's to be using your utility to zone control and set up for your team, and in a competitive sense, that's invaluable. I could run Lancer and get a bunch of kills, but I'm not offering the same help to my team that I am with Vi. Her guns are nothing special. In fact, the Nightshade is really actually pretty bad, and I don't run it. And this is where my Vi play comes in a bit more unique to other people'sVis. I always run the shotgun on Vi because I love the up close damage. It is not a one shot like a lot of the other shotguns. It does sometimes take a two shot, but it's still really, really good because of the fire rate and just the accuracy and how it feels. I can absolutely melt through people with this shotgun up close, and if you come around a corner through my poison, you're dead. And then something I've been trying to use a lot more, and it's been so effective for me, even in competing with ARs, is using the executioner pistol for those longer range engagements. If I'm any further than 10 to 15 meters, I'll switch to the pistol and start taking pot shots at people with it. It does really good damage and doesn't have a lot of range fall off, and is just so good and can compete with these assault rifles and certainly the SMGs. You have to be kind of tactical in the way that you use this. You do have to pop in and out of cover, taking pot shots, but you can a lot of the time three-shot someone to the head, and as long as your accuracy is on point, those headshots can be quite easy to hit with it. This combination of using both the pistol and the shotgun gives Vi a lot of versatility in her ranges, more so than a lot of other rogues who are actually designed to do this. That paired with the zone control basically means wherever you decide to go on the map, you're an unbreakable wall of damage if they try and push you too aggressively. Now, as I said, Vi is not going to frag out and get you a bunch of kills, but if they do charge you like that, then you will. You really can't get through a good Vi who's using her peak, using her utility well to stop you, and if you try, you will die. Her perks offer a lot for her with Replenish and Tenacity. They're fantastic. Helping Hand, if you know you're going to have to revive a teammate at some point, and getting Cloaked and Evade all make her really, really useful for yourself at surviving, but also utility for the team. Now, the biggest problem with Vi is that when you get to really long ranges and you get people with really good ARs and DMRs, for example, like Dallas's AR, then you're going to struggle at those ranges. Even with the pistol, you're still useful and viable, but you're not going to be able to get your utility off as well because there's a long range and it only throws about 25 meters. That's where I would switch up onto somebody else, but Vi can still be really, really useful. And if you're in a close quarter combat scenario, she's so effective. She's actually even effective on attack. And this is something that perhaps might be contrary to some other statements I've made about Vi of only playing her in defense. You can, if you get good with her and you know how to use her, be really effective on attack because she can breach. By throwing your poison up over onto the enemy cover, you create a pool where they have to get out of it and they have to run far away from it. You know, it's not like where you can move just slightly to the side and avoid the blast radius of a grenade fully. Being put in a poison which lasts for so long is really disruptive to the enemies and will flush them out of a position. When you learn these different throw routes and you learn these different close quarter positions to use your poison, you can disrupt them really hard and be effective on a breach. We run this a lot on High Castle actually, with Demon Grenade going onto the site at B, my poison going down, also blocking off the connector into mid, and the kitchen going off at the top of the site. I'd have so much zone control that when we get onto site and we get that breach off, there's no way they're getting onto it before we put the bomb down and set up in position. I think Vi is really underrated in this game generally. I don't see a lot of people playing her, and while she does, I think, have quite a high skill cap in terms of actually her gunplay is not the most fluent, not something like using an SMG or the K30, which is really versatile. Her guns are really good when you get good with them, when you start learning how to use them, and her playstyle and utility are phenomenal. I do plan on doing some advanced guides for all the rogues at some point, and Vi will of course be part of that. If you want more detail of why Vi is useful and see actually how I play her, come check out my live stream. There you'll be able to see those gameplays, and on Saturday the 19th of September, 1 PM Eastern to 4 PM Eastern, I'll be participating in Rogue Bowl, as you should be too. But if you're not for whatever reason, you can come check out the stream, check out how I'm playing her, and get an idea there. If you pick up Vi, she's so underrated that people don't know how to fight against her, and you can massively disrupt the enemy. I would recommend checking her out and learning how to play her a bunch. Okay then guys, that takes us to the end of the video, and I do hope this insight was helpful for you to learn a little bit about why I'm playing Vi in these competitive matches. A lot of people will kind of question why I'm using her, because she doesn't seem like this top tier pick. They are wrong. She's a fantastic competitive pick and super underrated, so do go check her out. If you enjoy, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and also follow me on twitch.tv/Radthar Gaming to see those live game commentaries. Other than that guys, I hope you have a fantastic day, and remember, be loyal, be brave, be relentless, and I'll see you in the next video. Wow.